Oh no, and now Bastianini's weekend just goes from bad to worse. You can see him hobbling away. That's the legacy of his Catalunya incident at the first corner. Fractures in that left ankle. And it just is turning out to be a horrible introduction to the Ducati's factory team, isn't it, so far? Turn 11, well, he was involved in a bit of controversy there with Jack Miller at turn 11, about halfway through this practice session. And now Bastianini can kiss goodbye to any hopes he had of figuring directly in Q2, because he is down on the floor at turn 11. Cracking ride by Espargaro, who's got himself back to the factory Aprilia garage after his high-speed get-off at turn 10 a few moments ago. And Espargaro is fastest through those first two sectors, although he's coming up now to sector 3, where the yellow flags have just been withdrawn. I wonder whether Aleix actually is going to lose this current lap he's on because of the withdrawal of the yellow flags at 11 for Bastianini. Bagnaia again, that Ducati looked a little bit loose on the rear end as he got the power on, didn't he, coming out the first corner. He's got Joan Mir for company, the Spanish rider who'll effectively now be spearheading future development of Honda, with Marquez moving to Gresini Ducati. Let's have a quick look at the bottom of your screens. And Martin on a good lap, Aleix Espargaro on a strong lap. Pecco Bagnaia, he needs a good lap here, because 9th place leaves him right in that danger zone. Here is Aleix Espargaro then, out of the final corner he comes on the factory Aprilia. I just wonder whether the yellow flags were still out in that third section. That's why maybe he just backed off ever so slightly. So whether that lap will still stand for Aleix Espargaro, I don't think it did. No, I think it's been scrubbed off for the yellow flags. So 3 minutes and a little bit less remaining in this 60-minute practice session. Brad Binder goes up into second place. Brilliant job by the Red Bull KTM star, a 1:37.62. So Binder becomes the 4th rider of this session then to find a sub-131 lap. Bezzecchi, Binder, Viñales and Martin, all of those fall into the 130s. Jack Miller's gone down for the 2nd time in this session, and that could be crucial, because out of this final corner then comes Bagnaia and Mir. Yellow flags, though, will be out in the first corner, so this current lap then for Bagnaia is not going to count. He will see the yellow flags, and he's not inside the top 10 at the moment. 11th place for Bagnaia. And the yellow flags mean this current lap he's on is not going to count, so he's going to get one more lap at it. And he's down in 12th place now. So Pecco Bagnaia under the pump here, under pressure. Jorge Martin at the moment comfortably going into Q2. Miller has remounted, so that yellow flag in the first sector will be withdrawn very, very quickly.
Front for sure in here, for sure. Yeah, the front first, then the rear.
I mean, what was that? Just maybe millimetres offline onto a slightly dirty part of the circuit. He was trying to go with his teammate Binder ahead of him, wasn't he? Aleix Espargaro then has found a 1:34.74. What a lap that is by the Aprilia man. What was it, Simon? 9-10 minutes ago? He was in the gravel trap at turn 10. He's got back out there and found a 1:34.74. Aleix Espargaro now nearly 2/10 clear of the chasing pack, but it's all eyes on world champion and world champion leader Pecco Bagnaia. Still got Mir for company. This current lap he's on, though, will not count because he took the yellow flags for Jack Miller, so he'll get one more crack around this 4.3-kilometre Mandalika circuit.
And will the rear tyres still hang in there? Because it's a soft, you can see the big white band. And if he pushed it hard previous lap, hard this lap, will it last another one and get him a lap time?
Good point, Simon. Now or never then for Bagnaia. He's on his last flying lap of this practice session. It looks like he was in a little bit hot there, squeezing that front brake as hard as he dared, trying to get that Ducati to stop into the first corner. Powers his way now towards turn 2. He'll flick it left through 3 and then 4, and then fight and wrestle the bike back to the right for this high-speed sweep through turn 5. Bagnaia has been relegated down to 14th place. Massive, massive lap you feel this coming up for the reigning world champion. At the moment, on course for what should be the top 10. Through the first sector he goes. It's his best first sector of this session. He drops anchor now into turn 10, which has been a problematic corner for a few riders. Attacks now hard towards turn 11. Estimated P6 then for Bagnaia. Halfway through this lap of this Mandalika circuit. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of the world champion here, and he is having to dig really deep for this lap. He just hasn't had top 3 pace so far on day 1 here in Indonesia, but this could be good enough. Still on course for the top 6, but he lost the rear, and that is game over. That was a big scare, wasn't it, for Pecco Bagnaia, and they know the world champion then will be in Q1 tomorrow morning. That was scary, Simon. The rear stepped out in there big time. Mir's gone down as well. He was right behind Bagnaia on that last lap. So late drama in this session. The checkered flag is out. Pecco Bagnaia is going to go into Q1 tomorrow morning. He's going to end this session at best in 16th place. Late drama then for Bagnaia and for Mir.
Oh wow! So more that happened this morning with early on the session with Binder and Augusto Fernandez. So yeah, look at that, the rear lock up. So either engine brake or rear brake, you know, probably thumb.
And did that just distract Mir maybe on
the
way in?
Which like the Binder Augusto Fernandez one this morning, earlier.
Pecco Bagnaia finishes day 1 here in Indonesia in 16th place.
He loads pressure on himself, doesn't he? You know, for a crash, you know, having to do it right at the closing moments of the session, you know. And he had the speed, just never put it together before then, and he was going to put it together. So he'll be very disappointed.